Hi guys, this is Michael from the Board Games Chronicle. Today I have for you something special. Today I have for you Red Dust Rebellion. After 4 years of waiting, since it was first announced, I believe it was still in times of a pandemic, the 12th volume in the Coin series, so Counter-Insurgency series, is here. It just landed today at my doorsteps and I decided to immediately create this material and to show you guys this really beautiful and very engaging game. Coin series is, as you know, one of the most popular and known wargame series created by Folko Runke and developed by the group of very talented, designers who are bringing the system to various, let's say, epochs, mainly from the history. This is one of the few which is completely ahistorical. It moves us 200 years in the future, and we will be in 2250. And the thing will happen on the Mars. What I'm going to do today is to guide you through the box, what's inside, maybe some basic rules in this, overview video. Later on, I will create also materials like teach and play, playthrough of solo bots, and so on and so forth. This will not be overly long and complex, material. We want to look inside, and guys, this game is astonishingly beautiful. You shall see this in a moment. First thing which you will see when you open the box is the playbook. And the playbook, when I looked first at this, it really struck me how beautiful this crimson red is. I know it's maybe not the most important part of the of a game, but really I like how the playbook looks like. And this is not by any coincidence that this first book which is in the box, because it says first time players should start here. So this simply guides you from the basic mechanics of the game, concepts, and also some setup. What immediately you can see is that this is not a glossy but matte, book. I love it because my eyes will not get tired during the evening when I need to use the artificial light. Really appreciate it. What we'll have in the playbook, we'll have a tutorial, we'll have a description of the cards, the designer notes, and the credits. And as you can see, here is the tutorial through which we go. Then from page 24, we'll get the description of the cards. So you have each and every card described. I believe this is the standard approach in coin series, that everywhere you have the cards, we have background, you have some tips. It also shows, the order of factions which will be on the card. I will talk about the factions in a moment. After the cards, as I told you, we have the designer notes. This is a cool thing. This is a really cool thing and done by Jarrod Carmichael, who is the author, because what I really like here in reading those designer notes is the idea behind the game, where it comes from, why some solutions in the design were chosen over others. I'm not sure if you guys read it, but I really encourage you to do it. It gives a lot of insight in what actually the author had in mind, and it helps to understand the mechanics. Last but not least, we'll have, of course, credits too. Okay, so this would be the playbook. Then we move further and we will have, of course, the rule book, also by Jarrod Carmichael. And in the rulebook, we'll have, of course, all the detailed system and game, concepts. Here we have a table of contents. Here we have all the components. I will be showing them to you, so no need to focus on this. This is nice. Also, you will see rules colored with preceding them throughout this book. These icons are quick visual indicators of which factions are affected by the following rule. So this is also a good thing here. when you want quickly to skim through the rulebook. It starts also very thematic from victory conditions, and from the 4 factions we'll have blue, black, red and orange. Martian government, corporations, red dust movement and Church of Reclaimer. The tricky thing is that we are 200 years in the future, 2250. It's almost 200 years since the first colony on Mars was established, and the things are not rosy. We have a government which is run by the Earth. We have corporations which exploit the Mars, but we have also the movement, Red Dust, which would like to have much more freedom for the people of Mars. And of course we have Church of Reclamation, which have their own agenda and their own idea how the Mars should be ruled. So this is really cool thing, yeah. And I think while at this moment, you know, it might seem a science fiction, I'm not sure how far in the future we are from actually reaching this moment. The description of a map which does not look exactly like a regular coin. You have, for example, Earth, and you need to get some things from the Earth. You have space on the Mars. You have also additional tracks, and the famous coin eligibility track and who can do which action. Then the description, again, this is not glossy, this is matte. I like it very much. How the victory is established, how the setup is being done, what's the sequence of play. You have both flashpoint rounds and dust storm rounds. The naming convention is of course connected to the Mars, but of course it follows the regular coin path where you have actions and you have some moments when the scoring is being done and checked if somebody has won. We would have operations for the all sides, and we will have also, of course, special actions. Yeah, march, attack, travel, special activities. Yeah, as always. Martian government has its own. Corporations will have their own, always with the example. Red Dust, so the independence movement has their own. And of course, Church of Reclaimer have very interesting like Purify, Ransack and Ambush. Then we have event cards, and this is beautiful. This is contour map of Mars from 2003. I love it. How does it look like? And of course we have index. And we have here the Red Dust map. So this is the second book. The third book will be rules and reference booklet from Joe DeWurst. So this is for the non-player, so for the bot, which is called Curiosity. And of course Curiosity, here is a Curiosity, is a rover which is currently still currently on Mars. It's, I believe, from 2003 when it was 2012, sorry, when it was landed. So this talks about the non-player system. This is system similar to what we have, for example, in Coin Gandhi, which is card-driven rather than the flowchart and algorithm-driven, and it simply explains how to play with the bots. Yeah, this is the example card. If you played with those cards in other coins, it will be really straightforward for you, yeah, to play also here. Again, at the end, beautiful picture, yeah, from the Mars. I will not be going through this, just know that the third book is for the non-player. Then we have player mate. One thing which I could say is they are thin. You see, this is probably the only part of the components which I'm not very fond of. Of course, it saves space and probably cost, but yeah, I would rather prefer a thick ones. Just like we had the update for example, Falling Sky. So the one for corporations, for Red Dust, for the Church of Reclaimer, for Martian government, and also we have Earth and government, and they can send some troops to us. And the there will be Earth controller, which will be doing some of those actions. So again, in this game, except for the four main factions, we would have also some additional one, which will be controlled during the game by one of the sides. Here we have a summary of the flashpoint rounds and also for of the dust storm rounds. Okay, a new concept. And then we would have a curiosity, player 8. So this is for the bot, and also the curiosities of the bot event instructions. So what they should do depending which card and which bot is playing. Then we shall see something which you would expect if you played coin previously. 4 player 8s. Each player 8 with all 4 player operations and special activities. So for the corporations, operations, special activities, how do they win, but also reference how other sides are winning. Then for the red dust, similar thing. Here are the things, what they do, special activities. Nice thing is also the color. So the color shows the specifics for this, faction, and the same for the chart of reclaimer, because you have in the orange exactly something specific for this faction. Again, operations, special activities, victory, and then Martian government. There will be 4 of those, because you have maximum 4 players. Yep. So 4 of those, 1 for each player. Then I believe we have more curiosity. Player 8. Oh yes, move priorities and space selection priorities depending which bot is playing. This of course helps when you are drawing a particular card to choose the target. When we start with the counters, we should have, I believe, like 2 sheets of counters. So these are with the population and damage. We have passive support, passive opposition. So again, you will have control. So it will be physical troops who, for example, control the space, and you will have also hearts and minds. So whether you have support or opposition of a local population. There will be also assets. This is a unique thing in this game. And yeah, profits, enemy bases. This counts the victory points, of course. Overflow markers. Yeah. Here we will have coin control, so counterinsurgency control, and here you have red dust control, church control. Exactly, raging storm and approaching storm, because there are huge storms, as you might know, on Mars. Okay, then we have map. Let me leave it for a moment aside. We'll show it as the last thing. Then the components inside. So we have some cards. The large cards, let me open them, will be for the bot. As I told you, this is a similar approach like in the previous coins from Gandhi, from Bruce Mansfield, who created this first. This is one of the approaches which are preferred by the coin designers. We have, depending on the bot, a color of them, and there are also 2 versions, as you can see, CRZZ, CRZ. I will not be going to details because that's not the point of this video. It's just showing you the goblins, nice, thick cards. Then we have what you would expect, basic deck of cards for red dust with events and with not eligibility, I would say order of the factions on each of the events, with red dust storms, storm cards, which are kind of an interlude in the game where you check their victory, resources, support, deployment, reset. It's like propaganda round, in the regular coin. And then you have tons of beautiful events, of course. The cards are simply gorgeous. I like them very much. It will be pleasure to play this game. Simply pleasure, because these are so nice. Okay, so what do we have here? This will be assets and campaign cards. Okay, assets is kind of a new concept in coin system. Campaign cards, I will be quite honest with you, I have not read about them yet. Of course, I'm going to play this game pretty soon, maybe even the next weekend. Just trying to organize the team and bring this to the table as soon as possible, you know, to have a fresh experience. Okay, managed to open it. So, first of all, the assets of a reclaimer church. Fine, we'll read about it later on. And then we have also red dust campaign cards. Dock workers lockout. Water reclamation workers, Mother of Mars. Torture video leaks. Looks like things which will help them to gain the support and raise the masses. We have a dice, six-sided, one for each faction, I believe. Red, orange, black, and white. And then we have the pieces. This will be Church of Reclamation pieces. Okay, hidden and unhidden. Are these kind of a guerrillas, most probably. Then we have something which looks like bases of the factions. Let me just open it up. Yeah, the orange, the black. Oh, the symbols are very nice. There are also, you know, the red ones or purple ones. I would say we have more pieces here. I will sort them definitely, as always, using CubeForMe storage solutions. Okay, these are the Church of Reclamation ones. This will be the corporation ones. Here we would have some more forces. It looks like troops, like government troops, like earth troops, and like corporation troops. Okay. And that would be all, with the exception of the map, for which I was creating space. Okay, let me just bring it quickly here. Sturdy mounted map. Okay, doc. Let me see how it's visible in the camera. It's visible nicely. So yeah, what do we have here? Without going into too many details, Earth, Transit, and Phobos. This is the orbit. This is actually the Mars. The people are living underground because it's really hard to habitat it. We'll have wilderness here. Last but in here we'll have overflows. That's important because this is the track, eligibility track. Who is eligible? First faction op only, second limited operation, first faction option, second limited operation or event, first faction event, second can have operation with a special. Yeah, so this is here. This is the standard, yeah, coin approach. Also what you're getting from the pass. Here will be the casualties box, yeah, and displaced population. Here is the flashpoint track. Here would be most probably victory point track with the marks where each faction is gaining the victory. Yep, that's it. Okay, this is supposed to be first look at video, so I will stop here because I could talk for much longer. I'm really thrilled to see this game, Red Dust Rebellion by Jarrod Carmichael, published by GMT Games. Really good looking game in one of my favorite systems, with a Mars theme, with beautiful components, with some new game mechanics, with a great bots. Guys, can't wait to bring this to the table. Simple like this. Thank you very much for being with me today. Thank you very much for watching this video. Uh, if you like it, as always, give thumbs up and stay tuned for many more materials about this great game. That's all for today. Thanks for being with me, and yeah, again, thanks for watching.